I'm Linda Shotton. I'm running for Mayor of Leesburg. Yes. Yes. Huzzah, right? Just a couple things about me. I have experience in the commercial sector with oil and gas work and computers. I had experience with the Department of Defense on helicopter and jet simulators, doing software that is now flying around on the space station. And I have experience in a lot of volunteer activities. And also I have experience doing work with the town on many task forces to try and encourage business and events to work better in downtown Leesburg and the rest of the town. And also I have experience as the chair of the Environmental Advisory Commission. But does that make me a great candidate for mayor? I don't know. That's something that the voters will have to decide. But there are certain things that are happening in Leesburg right now that we would like to see, and people that I have spoken to would like to see working a little bit differently. We would like to have Leesburg moving into the future and not just be stuck in this mindset of we have to keep it exactly the same, because exactly the same isn't going to let people come here, buy a house, live here and work here instead of live here and commute. We'd like to see people that could come to Leesburg and have the opportunity of a high-tech job right here in town. So those are things I would really like to see pushed, and to get some kind of office park businesses, take some of that load off the residents for taxes. And speaking of residents, we have a great quality of life, and so I would like to keep it even better by making sure that pedestrians can actually walk in Leesburg and cross their streets. So, I have been in many parts of Leesburg when these guys were little, walking two dogs, a carriage, holding one by one hand and the other one by the finger, and waiting for cars to stop at a crosswalk that clearly says is state law to stop at a crosswalk when a pedestrian is in it. So I would like to see that actually enforced. Speeding, I would like to see enforced in Leesburg. I'm not saying add more officers, that's not the point. We just need to have officers do the job that they've been tasked to do. And one big issue that seems to be roiling about inside the county is moving the courthouse and the courts out of Leesburg. That needs to not even be on their radar scope. They shouldn't think about that at all. That would destroy downtown Leesburg. And one of the things that you can really help to keep Leesburg is to make sure that infill structures like the court, the county court building back behind Loudon Street and Church Street actually gets built. So don't vote no to infill structures that won't ruin the historic nature of the town, and make sure that they get built so people have Class A office space, and we can get more work into Leesburg again. And then also to make sure that Leesburg is run effectively and efficiently, that our town staff is very adequate, that they are tasked to do the jobs that we have them do, and not send out to external consultants and have more paper sitting on the shelf from $20,000, $30,000, $50,000 reports that we've asked people to do. We look at them and then they get put on the shelf. That's pretty tiring. And that's pretty much it. Parks, recreational facilities. Our kids, teenagers, would like to have something to do. It would be nice to have them have a place and have stuff to do. And if it were in town, that would be great. So that's all I have to say. If anybody has any questions. Nothing from the peanut gallery?
I saw on your flyer.
Yes.
I talked to them. You mentioned grants and things like that. The town doesn't get grants right now. I mean,
they don't pursue them as effectively as they could, I think is the right way. You know, when you did the work for the moving that green space on Loudon Street by the parking garage to make that into something more than a dog poop station, there are grants to be had, and It's just they don't effectively go out and get them. The Environmental Advisory Commission has gotten a couple grants to plant trees and move basically what will be lowlands. The town just comes in and mows it flat, and it's a retaining place for water. But you can plant trees and shrubs in there that will actually do a better job to clean up stormwater. So, and those were done by people actively going out and getting grants. So it's a matter of knowing that it's out there and pursuing it. Anything else? Go.